Okay, looks like we're live. Hi everyone. Okay, we're gonna wait a little bit for people to gather. I'm gonna get myself ready. Maybe explain for any newcomers how and why we do these group meditations, group channelings, group healings. Um, my Palo Santo. I was told for a long time to, of course, serve and work. And eventually, I tried a lot of different things. I don't like to do it with glasses, but I also don't like to make faces. So once I have my eyes closed, I'll take them off. But this format seems to really, really work for me as a channel, and for Spirit, I want to say, because they push through a lot of good stuff like this. And lately, what I've been told is come together consistently, constantly, consciously. And there's this play on words that has really stuck in my mind, and they keep sending me that message: come together consciously, consistently. Uh, and when we come together and we put our intentions and our prayers together, we all know how much more powerful it is. So, can you guys just give me a thumbs up that the mic is working? Because I'm switched to using the non-Bluetooth um, because I realized that the Bluetooth connection wasn't always happening. So, can you hear me? Is everything okay? And I don't look through messages during the prayer or meditation, and I don't know exactly what is coming out because I join a field of all of us together, and sometimes I'm trying something new today. I have a second camera recording because a couple of days ago we had an amazing circle, and Archangel Michael came down in the middle of the circle to give us a lecture on anxiety. And it was lovely, and the live feed just kept breaking up. So, anyway, that's technical stuff. So, I'm learning also. But my point, I think the main point is that this is work that we're all, can hear you. Okay, perfect. That we're all doing together. So these live prayers and meditations are for all of us to participate in. And I start getting messages, and I'm happy to be learning more and more how to channel in a more clear way. So it's always a surprise. We never know what's going to happen. I am given suggestions about topics. Therefore, today's topic, after talking to a few of my people that I'm helping, clients, I don't know what to call them, brothers and sisters, the topic kept popping up. And I knew when I hung up earlier today, one last conversation, that was important to open that prayer for today, for the past. So get yourself situated if you haven't already. I always start with a grounding meditation. Mother Earth has shown us that she has a lot that she wants to give us. And so anytime that I start meditating or working for my day, that's immediately the first bell that comes on is, come to me, my child, type of call. Don't forget, don't go on rushing through your tasks, even if they are serving spirit, before having your breakfast, kind of very motherly emotion. throughout the different meditations that we have done, we've been shown over and over how many layers there are to her support system. So we're gonna do a grounding meditation now, and someone's saying can't see or hear you. Is that just one person that's having that issue, guys? Because after that, I'm gonna close my eyes and just trust the universe that we are channeling together. Okay, guys, let's go. Go outside if you can. Put your bare feet to whatever soil you may be able to find, if you can. If you cannot, and you're indoors, you have to stay indoors. Still be barefoot and try to find an organic, natural material to connect with. I've been shown in the past to literally put your fingers in a pot if you have a potted plant, to hold hands with that plant, hug a bush or a tree, whatever you can, the closest you can to making that connection physically. The physical body is a very important conduit of our spirit work. I've been shown that over and over. I did not used to respect the physical body as much as I now understand. It is 100% designed to connect us to spirit. If you don't have a plant in your house, consider getting one and having a loving relationship with it. That's what I'm being told right now to say. Make sure that you're loving a plant in your life, at least. Okay. We're descending our awareness from the top down, turning off the engine of the machine up here. Hear it roar down. Silence. Wherever it is that you're sitting, make yourself comfortable. Don't be afraid to move around. We don't have to be like frozen rocks when we're connecting or doing anything for that matter. Picture yourself leaning into a perfectly shaped for you pod inside Mother Earth that is lined with the thickest, most comfortable moss. Thick layers of moss. Like the womb of your mother, but a moss version of it, a fresh, vibrant, alive and intelligent moss that knows exactly how to connect with every molecule of your body and nourish you exactly in the way that you need nourishment. And relax in that pod, like those pictures of babies inside their mother's wombs. It's perfectly silent. Except for the neighbors. And you're swaying in the warmth and safety and comfort of Mother Earth's womb. Allow every hair, every follicle, every part of your being that wants to expand and stretch out and grow, these filaments, these connecting antennas, roots, out, come together with the moss. Just allow it to support you fully and to nurture you and to be in charge right now of your well-being. Knowing fully that it knows exactly what it's needed, what it's doing right now. Allow any part of you that intuitively wants to expand out of your physical form and watch as it knows how to connect and where with which parts and layers of Gaia, be it the crystals, the earth, the rocks, the air, any minerals, fluids. Gaia has so many layers all the way down to her pulsing heart. Explore, or rather watch, as your being knows exactly where it needs to be guided, where it needs to go, to receive the connection that it needs right now. Even though I normally see, or very often I see your spine, our spines just stretching down, shooting straight like a big, big pillar, column of strength, anchoring down deep into the core. Today I'm seeing much more gentleness. It's more an energetic mixture with the globe at large, going in, going sideways. Our consciousness is connecting through the entire planet, inside of her. I don't know how to explain it. Not in a. It's more energetic. It's the lighter, multi-dimensional aspects of her essence. We're mixing together like streams. That's what it is. Streams of beingness, her beingness. Be if your physical brains, if your minds have needed downtime lately, take them out. Take that piece out of the machine, out of the equipment, out of the computer. Dust it off if it needs to. See if there's any parts in your brain that look misshapen, or maybe there's things sticking in them, things are clogged. It's just not looking. Maybe that's what I'm being shown collectively, or somebody's brain. Just I see things very visually, so this is like an analogy, obviously. Oh, maybe not. Um, there's just a lot of junk, metal, rods, and things that clearly are not helping this piece of equipment work well, and they're all just stuck in there. So pluck them out. This is your brain, like your physical brain that we're talking about. And just take out gently whatever you may see, twigs and leaves, and just clean it off a little bit. And if that's not your brain, that's this clogged up, then let's just give it a really nice dusting off with your mind and with your heart, just with the sparkles, and set it down into this highly intelligent, mossy womb. Set it down next to you. Pet it if you feel the need, if you feel this compassion towards this overtaxed, over anxious, overcompensating, freaking out part of your machinery. Just pet it like a bunny, like a cat, and allow it to purr, allow it to relax, because you know that the moss is gonna defragment it, clean all the old drivers, and upgrade whatever new software might be needing an upgrade, and just have downtime. Just a massive, complete shutdown for maintenance of your brain. Meanwhile, just put it down gently, and the moss will engulf it and start working. You don't have to worry about any of that. You don't have to know. Wow, I felt huge resistance. So, there we are. Spread out all over Gaia. Helping her. She's always telling me, by the way, always telling me to say, you guys are doing such a good job. You guys are doing such a good job. And our friends from under Earth are waving. They're watching. They love watching. Very happy to be witnessing when we connect with Gaia. Very happy. Have not made contact directly yet. Don't know what they're called. I don't know who they are, but they're different kind of awarenesses, species that are in the earth. Even the bugs, all of these consciousnesses, they're watching when we. Sorry guys, give me a second. I got it. It's really hot here, actually. also got rushed. When I was talking about someone gentle, but pretty strong. Of course, now it's going to kick off. Made a connection, and just rushed into me. Very loving, though. Just very excited. Like, yay! Yes, we are. Yes, we are here. Yes, we are very excited to see you. that was the message, but it just knocked me off for a second. Um, okay, so we have company. We have each other. Making it a conscious intention now for everyone who is here now, including our friends watching, all the consciousnesses that are coming together right now, collecting for this exercise. It's not really an exercise, it's just for this time to be together and to say hi and to ask some questions, receive some guidance from the field, which is our field, each other's field. Picture holding hands with everything and anything that comes to your mind. Like I said, a plant, a bug, a cloud, a stone, a creature, a friend from the inner earth, a past version of you. I'm being told. That was interesting. Okay. So they're really guiding us to explore these past versions of us. Hope that the wind is not disturbing this. Past versions of us exist. Okay, here's where we're getting some. Hold together with me, everyone who is currently connecting their hearts and their consciousness to this message. Join your intention with us to receive guidance, teachings, clearings, and healing on the topic of how to view, handle, and overcome or release past versions of us that are preventing us from living well. Let's everyone hold hands, energetically connecting, holding space for this intention. And inviting guidance and healing on this topic. I was already shown a little bit earlier to hold hands as well, to include in this circle. Take a deep breath for this one. So I feel the fear rising now. So whenever you sense that anxiety rising at the thought of including your past self in your experience. Past self means past circumstances and things that happened. Because there's no such thing as things that happened to you. It was you. It's all us. We are all us. And it and them. So to simplify all of that, we'll just say past versions of us. Okay, Gaia is inviting us to reconnect with her. As soon as you feel the wave of anxiety pushing up just even a tiny little bit, stop. Go half a step back into peace. I can't continue right now because I need us all who are connected in the future, now, and those who are not aware that they're connected, consciously not aware. People come together into these fields from all over space and time. And they affect the group experience, which is for all of us. So it's okay. But right now, we need to hold the anxiety that rises and give it to Mother Earth, ground it back down into that level of comfort and safety that we had a second ago. The healing happens right here, you guys. That's what I'm told by someone. Someone's assisting us, by the way. Sometimes I'm very, very aware of who it is, and sometimes it's collective that I just feel the presence and its signature. The yawning is fantastic for releasing. Okay, we can continue now a little bit. I can feel we have a little bit more room. Take again a giant breath and expand yourself very large, as if your lungs are just as far out as you can intuitively just sense and feel, and just take up all that room around the globe, even in the galaxy, even if you go out that far. Just breathe and take up space, knowing that your tailbone is firmly connected to Mother Earth's beating heart and core. She's holding on to it, holding on to your spine, holding on to your legs, holding on to your whole being and body, and you're super secure and enveloped, and you have that freedom to just expand, and feel peace. Your brain is down for complete and total maintenance, shut down, is being taken care of. The best technicians in the universe. Super professional service. Don't have to think about it for a second. It's gonna come back all fresh and sparkly and brand new. Factory rehab. Is that what it's called? Refurbished. Not rehab. Same thing. Factory refurbished. And we're just being. We're being with Gaia. And we're trying. We're making friends. We're coming closer to holding hands with that past version of ourselves. Just holding that space, inviting the past to feel this way. This is called transmuting. Labels, but if you hear the word transmuting energies, this is the exercise that we're doing now. Oh, the anxiety is rising again. Okay, I'm gonna help channel it into Mother Earth. Okay, I feel that that's what I'm here for right now, but because I know how to do it. And I'll only do it as much as I feel that I can handle. And okay, and our friends who are here, they said that that's what they're here for as well. Okay, so we're gonna do a healing for the collective of this particular call and whoever gets drawn into this. Okay. Open your hearts as much as you feel that you can participate. Because having things done for you by other people is okay when at first for a few times, everybody has to be held to learn to walk and to learn to bike and to learn to brush our teeth. Mom has to hold our hand and things like that, and that's totally fine. I'm not saying I'm mom at all. uh, but we are being guided by higher beings right now, and that is why we were called here and now to do this. So we're going to do it. But the purpose of it is to learn, not to have things done for us. Okay? So expand your chest as much as you can. Hold in your general space that knowledge of that pain that you're wanting to transmute into light. Stand far enough away from it that you don't get swallowed by it. Whoa, guys, slow down. Feel where it is in your body. I just got kicked in the stomach. And allow it to be as is. What does that mean? Yes, good question. Someone's laughing now. Okay. What does that mean, allow it to be as is? It means don't clench your teeth when you feel that sensation. Don't yank at it or push at it or kick at it or scream at it. Allow it to live inside of your house. It's this intruder. You're looking at it as this intruder who just broke through the window or who crawled out of the basement, where you've been trying to lock it up. Ha! Wow, this is going a lot deeper and slower than I anticipated. But like I said in the beginning, these always take their own turn and do. I just hold the space and make myself available for whatever. So the lesson is this. So you have this energy, this memory, this experience, this version of yourself, this version of events. You really don't like it. I can feel it all over my body. I'm just trying to be a conduit for it to not interrupt the field transmission right now. But it's so I'm not gonna be able to open myself up to all that pain, you guys, because it's just gonna just knock me off of the connection. So I'm gonna just a teeny little bit I'm allowing to come through me into Gaia, and that's something that you can do as well for yourselves in your own individual practice. The beauty here is that we have a very large field right now that you can learn to A, connect with, and B, use to assist yourself, because this support system is always available, but we don't know about it. So connecting yourselves to this global field and the beings of light, who so many of them, they all just show themselves to me just now. 5, 5. Okay, it's not 7, it's 5 different types of energies are here. Very thick crowd, sort of. They're all kind of showing me this. They're like, we got you. It's what we got you. We're holding you. It's good. It's all good. We're always holding you. They're saying. But I know, as a human being myself, how not obvious that is. Yeah, many times. So that's why we do these right now. We come and we re-engage and we reconnect and we reintroduce ourselves to the much larger field of support that is always there. And the more we do it, obviously, like everything else, like riding a bike, the more this becomes our regular everyday experience, you guys. So super, I know it's horrible to say these things because, again, I don't even follow them all the time, but that is why I have committed myself to doing these every single day in different groups, so that we are constantly, I'm benefiting as a human. My human experience is benefiting from this as much as anyone who's connected to this experience and to this field and to this reminder right now. So, okay. Yeah, there's like many beings. Okay. So just to go back to what I was shown earlier, to put it into words, you have this intruder, this energy, this memory that you're seeing as something. I get stopped every time I try to go there, just by the fear, just because I'm vibrating and holding space at a very high vibration. They're holding space for us at a very high vibration right now. So anytime I try to talk about the low vibrations, I can't even finish the sentence. And that's a good thing, because you don't want to be diving into it. You don't want to dive deeper. You want it to rise up to you. So when you see it showing up in your living room, so to speak, inside of your space, inside of your heart, step back. Pause like this. Pause. Reconnect. Step back. And invite it up. If you push it down or out of your space in a punitive way of, get out of my life, when is this going to end? So if you kick in with the victimhood and attacker victim scenario, okay, even though it's just a past version of you, wonder there's never any noise in this neighborhood. That doesn't heal it, okay? That doesn't help it. It as with everything else, it just resistance builds muscle on both sides and just makes the clash and the interaction stronger and stronger over time. So um, you're building muscle to fight with each other. That's not what we want, because tomorrow we're worse off. Okay, in 10 minutes we're worse off. The more muscle we build inside of this conflict situation. So conflict resolution looks exactly the opposite. It looks like you firmly but gently giving yourself the space and the time that you need to remain. So first you have to get into it. You have to get into a place of safety, security, and high vibration, like we just did with connection with Gaia. Is look how long it took, right? I understand that. I understand that it seems almost impossible sometimes to be in this safe space, but it's not. And based on that strong foundation now, when your intruder um, arrives, you want to go for solution and resolution, not fight. We're not building these foundations of love, security, and protection and stability to fight off the enemy. There is no enemy, like at all. There's no enemy anywhere. And the more we brace ourselves to fight off any enemy, anything at all, even someone who yells on the streets, or rude service, or the people who just don't understand that, this is my own personal examples, just don't understand that throwing plastic away and just all that waste is just horrendous. And all they say, look, my body just this is the exercise. You rev yourself up, you catch yourself, you remind yourself that the fight leads to more fights, struggle, pain, suffering. It just goes deeper from there. Depression. Come back on this side. This side where we're leading with our bright friends. When you're holding hands with that plant in your house, on your desk. Where you're barefoot in the garden, right here, over here. It's not to avoid that or ignore it, but it's to invite it over here. One tiny, teensy little pinky nail at a time, or hair, if it just doesn't even matter. That comes over here. No fighting. Unlock your doors. Unlock your windows. Unlock your hearts. And don't fight with the old versions of yourself. I know it's easier said than done, but here we are right now practicing it together. And I'm like leaning away from it. Okay. Visualize your giant bubble that we expanded earlier again. Do you understand, you guys, what I'm doing? I hope you understand what we're all doing right now collectively, and you can recreate it in your experience as much as possible, as often as possible. And again, we do hold these. You can hold these with your children, with your partners, with your friends, in your own neighborhoods, online, whatever it is. Constantly, consistently, consciously come together. Constantly, consistently, consciously come together. Constantly, consistently, consciously. And do these exercises and healings for all of us. This is happening right now globally, you guys. We are practicing for ourselves and for the field, that anybody who needs this healing in the future can tap into this pool that we are adding to right now. Do you understand like what light workers' job is? It's literally it's this. As weird or chaotic or sort of confusing as it may sound, what we're doing right now is light worker work. We're taking a speck or a giant basement or a huge field of anxiety, fear, shadow. And not only are we not feeding it, we are learning how to cleanse it. We're detoxing that pool, not just for ourselves. Sorry, I really have to go very, very slow to allow this. It's over here for some reason right now. And it's merging with the light. So it's like a membrane right here that I feel. And just like smoke, it's curiously and very gently seeping into this very bright space that we're all holding right here, right now. And this is transmuting darkness into light. You guys, for your own personal experience, but for the entire humanity, time doesn't exist, so time and space, this is all being worked on right now. And you can let it do that all day long. If at any moment you feel overwhelmed, knocked off your center, knocked off your space of safety and comfort, breathe again. Anchor your spine down into Mother Earth. Hold hands with someone. Touch your plant. Get barefoot on the ground. And take that time. Take that time, actually, to really stabilize yourself. Very important, yeah. Go into these work situations as a light worker, these potentially confrontational situations, with strength. Don't go into them weak, disbalanced, chaotic. You are going to not only are you not going to benefit yourself, but you are actually going to contribute that negative chaos to that field. So now you're feeding that field. So now you're like disbalancing the planet and humanity towards the shadow. Do you see? So stay conscious of your contributions, your constant contributions to the field of vibration that you are participating with, as much as possible, of course. Just remember that. Okay, guys, I feel like I'm done. It came out. I can always tell when it's over. It's just like the support is there, the system is there, your brain is on maintenance, getting refurbished, body's doing the same thing, shadows getting processed, the support is there from all the light being. It's all good. It's all set. Amazing. Very good. That's it. I never really know how to close these because when it's done, it's done. Bye.